So today, uh, under nursing management, I selected the topic. In a previous video we had discussed about the leadership, then the concept of leadership and the definition. Today we will discuss the types of leadership and one of the type, that is the autocratic leadership. So discussing about the leadership, I told you whenever we have to go through with any project to achieve the preset goal or the predetermined objective of that project, there is the requirement of a person who look over everything, who had the skill or the experience to coordinate with the team members, to coordinate with the intradepartmental or can say interdepartmental members, and to achieve the goal or move or smoothen up the path to achieve the goals. So after that there are certain type of leadership. I mean, there are certain type how the person can do the leadership, how to make the person or the subordinate work under him. So today we will discuss the autocratic leadership. So autocratic leadership क्या है? The authoritarian leaders makes decision alone as power is centralized in one person. यहाँ पे autocratic it is same as what कि uh, जहाँ पे there is a only single person who having whole the authorities, whole power, who has complete power to rule and regulate over the subordinate and other peoples. तो that is autocratic. मतलब he is the person जिसके पास सारी powers हैं और he is the only one decision maker. मतलब उसको किसी और के सजेशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है. ही विल नॉट कंसिडर अदर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, अदर्स नॉलेज. बस अपना डिसीजन लेगा अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज स्किल्स, अकॉर्डिंग टू हिज एक्सपीरियंस और व्हाट्स एवर कम टू हिज माइंड एट दैट टाइम. तो डिसीजन आर एनफोर्स्ड यूजिंग रिवॉर्ड्स एंड द फियर ऑफ पनिशमेंट. मतलब हमें किसी सबॉर्डिनेट को अब काम करवाना है तो इट इज़ लाइक दैट दैट पर्सन विल मेक the subordinate to work out on the gun point कि either you will not do this, or if you are not doing this so you have to go with this punishment, and if you completed the task you will be rewarded, there will be a appraisal for you depending on the performance of the person. It is an abusive, unprofessional style called bossing people around. It is same as the autocratic countries. India is a democratic जहाँ पे to the people, for the people, by the people. Means people are the centralized person. But autocratic is what? कि जहाँ पे government is the centralized one, government is in the power, they are ruling over the people, not for the peoples. So that is what bossing people around. The leader holding so much power and the decision making authorities. बता दिया decision making authority मतलब that responsibility is with the higher authority or the leader. Decision making process is centralized. Centralized मतलब focus over a single person, means there is no division of the powers in the hierarchy, or means only a single person at the top level is having the complete ruler abilities, or can say the ruler uh, authorities. Leaders do not entertain suggestions and initiative from subordinate. वो किसी भी subordinate से या जो person उससे lower rank पे है, he'll never ask for the suggestion or any kind of idea or skill from the subordinates. Decision making is fast as only one person decides for the whole group. Because अगर हम लोग इन्वॉल्व कर रहे हैं लॉट ऑफ पीपल इन द डिसीजन मेकिंग, फॉर एग्जांपल देर इज़ अ ग्रुप ऑफ 10 people, तो if we are involving those 10 people along with the leader to come to a conclusion or to have a decision, that timing there will be different 11 ideas, different 11 perspective, because every individual is different and their thinking process is different from one another. So there will be 10 ideas or 10 perceptions that have different impact. After that there will be evaluation ki which alternative is the best one, which to be chosen one. Then there will be some kind of a testing to find out either the chosen one path is the good one or correct one or not. Then they will come to the decision ki either should do this thing or not. But when it is about autocratic, in autocratic decision is of a one person's skill, one person's experience, one person's perception and one person's prediction. तो उस basis पे there will be only one decision that is given by the leader, and it is frequent. How? Because there is no need for evaluation of certain alternatives, certain ideas given by the other subordinates. So it is first method of the decision making, and only one person is involved. That's what I said. By virtue of their position, the leader extensively monitor and scrutinize employees and determine policies, reward and punishment. मीन्स द पोजीशन देयर द लीडर इज सिटिंग, वो सबको मॉनिटर करेगा. देन ही विल फाइंड आउट कि हु इज डूइंग गुड, हु इज डूइंग बैड, टू whom he should give the reward, to whom he had to punish. So it is on the higher person. Now we will discuss the characteristic of leadership and autocratic type of leadership. So little or no input from group member. So means group member will not be included in the decision making, in any suggestion, in any kind of view. Means there should be a ruling one. A ruler will be there. He will dictate his rules, and their subordinates has to follow. That's it. Leaders make the decisions. Told you, group leaders dictate all the work methods and processes. Mean the group leader will tell you you have to do this much of task today, this way, and you should report it like this. Mean every direction will be given by the leader, and the subordinates will work like a puppet. Those order they will get, they will work over it, and they will get finished with that work, and they have to report to the person. Then the person will order him the next work, then they will perform that, and then they again report to the higher, or they can say to the leader. So it is like that. Group member are really trusted here. The dictator, the ruler, the leader is not a person who is trusting his subordinates. He will be always in a way ki consequences, pros or con, he will keep always in the mind, and accordingly he'll take the decision. He will not trust his subordinates. That's why he'll not ask for the suggestion, that's why he'll not ask for their viewpoint. Relies on threats and punishment to influence employees. Means always there will be a kind of a sword over the person's head or neck, ki if you'll perform this you'll get this, if you'll not you will be get punished. I mean all time there will be a sword over the neck of the person by the leader side, or we can by the ruler one. Does not trust employees, told you, does not allow for employee input. Employees become tense, fearful, or resentful because they are not getting involved suggestions, may they are not trusted one, they are not do work according to their experience, their skill, and according what they want to do. They have to just follow the orders, and sometime it's depend on the person ki either he has to punish them, either he has to um, a reward, give the reward to the subordinates. So always they are working under the pressure, either it will be beneficial for them or not, or always working in the pressure. Employees become more dependent because they are not using their brain, they are becoming puppets, and they are not giving their suggestion, their creativity can say, their intelligence level is not being used in the profession there in the autocratic. They are just obeying the orders. So that's why they feel completely dependent on their leader ki wo aayenge, they will tell, we will perform, then they will tell either it is good or bad. So the subordinates are completely obeying the orders of the senior one, and they are completely relying over the leaders. Low employee morale, high turnover, and work stoppage. Person obviously, if they are not getting enthusiasm to work, they are not getting appreciated to work, they are not set to use their brain, they are not used to be scientific, they are not used to be creative. From their side, they are just obeying the order, so it will obviously shed off the morale of the person, or can say lowers the self esteem and confidence of the subordinates. Employees are more likely to leave their group and take their resources elsewhere, where there is a respect for their skills and their experiences, or they are freely able to work in the environment. Autocratic leadership is not a stable long term solution to the problem of the public goods. When it is about the public welfare, when it is related to the uh, higher production, it's not always necessity to have the autocratic. Sometime in an emergency situation jahan pe we cannot go with the critical analysis, we do not have the time to evaluate certain alternatives, we can use the autocratic leadership ki where there is a requirement of a leadership who command us, who guide us to work in an emergency situation. For example, if there is a disaster in a society, so that timing we can't go with the democratic kind of a leadership. That time we need a autocratic leader जो हमें कमांड करे. We come to know कि ये काम तुम करो, ये काम तुम करो, ये काम तुम करो, and we will finish this work likewise. So it is in this situation where there is no more time we having, no resources we are available with, or it is requirement to save the life, there only we use the autocratic kind of leadership. Elsewhere it is not that effective to work within a group members and to increase the productivity. Autocratic leadership enforcing their subordinate to reconsider their membership and leave the organization. Definitely it is like if you are if your talent is not recognized, is not appreciated somewhere, no one like to perform there, no one like to uh, continue there until or unless they don't have some kind of a financial issues, some kind of a family issues. So when there is within an organization अगर there is a autocratic leadership, तो क्या होता है कि those workers who are working under, they feel pressurized, they not feel happy to work in such environment, so they just try to escape from there, they just try to switch to other organization where there is the respect for their skills, where there is respect for their personality, where there is respect of their experience, and their creativity is being recognized and appreciated. So it is likewise. Next we will discuss the continuum of leadership behavior. How leadership behavior is in a continuum. The leadership continuum was originally written in 1958 by Tenenbaum and Schmidt, and was later updated in 1973. Their work suggested a continuum of the possible leadership behavior available to the manager, and along which many leadership style may be placed. So यहाँ पे दिखाया गया है what is in autocratic and what is democratic. जैसे जैसे हम लोग जो authorities होती हैं that start moving from the leader to the subordinates, मतलब जहाँ पे हायरार्की में हमारी डिवीज़न होना स्टार्ट होती है अथॉरिटीज़ की, how it goes, how is it working in. So the continuum present a range of action related to the degree of authority used by the manager and to the area of freedom available to the non-managers in arriving at decisions. A broad range of leadership style have been depicted on the continuum between two extremes of autocratic and the free reign. So that's what I told, autocratic और जहाँ पे फ्री रेन इज, जहाँ पे कंप्लीट जो हमारी लीडरशिप होती है वो सबॉर्डिनेट्स के हाथ में होती है, मतलब देयर इज नो लीडर, सबॉर्डिनेट्स आर टेकिंग द डिसीजन बाय देमसेल्फ. द लेफ्ट साइड shows the style where control is maintained by the, I'll show you. Okay. Here in the left side, it is shown the autocratic one where the whole control is in the leaders or the boss control. ठीक है? तो all the authorities means all the rule and regulation to take the decision to command everything is in the hand of the boss. Where on the right side it is free reign. Free reign mean where the subordinates are kind of leaders, mean they are free to work according to their willpower, or can say with their experiences. In autocratic, what it is use of the authority by the manager, mean all the responsibilities and authorities are by the manager's side. He will take the decision by himself, he will command them, he will order them, and the subordinates will work only. And when it start moving towards the right side diagonally, or we can say here, from the when the authorities start, okay, when the authorities start moving from the left side to the right side, mean there is the division. There is the division of the authorities, mean at the area here where all the authorities was with the manager, now it is where the subordinates are at the center point and they are centralized person, mean there is the decentralization, or can say division of the authorities between the subordinates. तो इट इज़ लाइकवाइज कि हम लोग राइट टू लेफ्ट, सॉरी लेफ्ट टू राइट मूव करना स्टार्ट करते हैं, तो देर इज एरिया फॉर द फ्रीडम ऑफ द सबॉर्डिनेट्स टू वर्क विद. बट अगर हेयर इट इज शोन कि अगर अथॉरिटी मैनेजर के पास है तो मैनेजर विल मेक द डिसीजन एंड अनाउंस देम. मैनेजर सेल द डिसीजन. अगर bit of the authorities, yeah, can say flexibility is there towards the subordinates, then manager present ideas and इनवाइट सजेशन लेगा, वो आइडियाज़ के लिए बुलाएगा भी लोगों को, सजेशन के लिए भी, बट डिसीजन उसी का होगा. नेक्स्ट इज मैनेजर प्रेजेंट टेंटेटिव डिसीजन सब्जेक्ट टू चेंज. यहाँ पे पर्सन जो है सबॉर्डिनेट्स को इन्वॉल्व भी करता है, उनसे सजेशंस भी लेता है, और फॉर द एक्सपेरिमेंट पर्पस वो उनके डिसीजंस को या उनके सजेशन को एक्शन में भी लाता है, बट इट इज़ टेंटेटिव मीन्स इट इज़ चेंजेबल अगर उसको लगेगा तो. नेक्स्ट इज जब हमारे लीडरशिप जो है सबॉर्डिनेट्स फ्री होते हैं वर्क करने के लिए, मैनेजर प्रेजेंट द प्रॉब्लम, और उसने प्रॉब्लम बता दी सबॉर्डिनेट्स को, सबॉर्डिनेट्स अब सजेशन लेगा, और जो उसे उन सजेशन से अच्छा लगेगा वो उस सजेशन को डिसीजन में लाएगा. दैट्स इट. नेक्स्ट, अगर थोड़ी एक्स्ट्रा फ्रीडम मिल गई है, देन मैनेजर डिफाइन द लिमिट, आस्क द ग्रुप टू द मेक डिसीजन. मीन्स वो ग्रुप को बता देगा दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम, यू हैव दैट मच ऑफ लिमिटेड, यू हैव टू वर्क अकॉर्डिंगली, तो देख लो तुम्हें क्या डिसीजन लेना है, कैसे काम करना है. नेक्स्ट इज द manager permits the subordinate to function within the limit defined by the superiors. अब वो उनको बता देगा कि ये लिमिट्स है, कर लो अपने आप से, यू हैव टू रिजॉल्व दिस issue. So that is the continuum of leadership behavior when it's moved toward from the autocratic to the free reign of the subordinates. Now we will discuss the advantages of autocratic leadership. First is the decision is faster than the democratic style of leadership. जल्दी लेंगे, मैंने बता दिया हाउ. इट इज़ कॉमनली यूज इन द सिचुएशंस वेयर कंट्रोल इज नेसेसरी. जहाँ पे कंट्रोल नेसेसरी है, टोल यू इन एमरजेंसी सिचुएशन, जहाँ पे वी कांट लेट दी टीम टू गेट फ्लीटर टू गेट separated, or can say there is no control of the leader over the subordinates. No, in some certain situation there is the requirement of a control, and in that situation autocratic kind of leadership is of importance. When conditions are dangerous, rigid rules can bring stability. Told you. Next is the only viable solution to social dilemma conflicts is the adoption of the coercive non-democratic regime. It is only when key like conflicts or dilemma है कि what to do, what not to do, is it correct to do or not to do, so in that situation the autocratic one is effective. Hobbes asserted that only a strong central authority or a leader figures can save society from the ruthless competition of selfish individuals. Social dilemma: tragedies can be avoided if groups are willing to implement dictatorial solutions. Organizations led by the autocratic leaders are slightly more productive than the democratic leader organizations. Autocratic leadership is more efficient to tackle intra organizational conflicts, including the distribution of the scarce resources. Next is disadvantages. Disadvantages of autocratic system is like autocratic style leaders will do whatever they feel is necessary to pursue their plans. Means kind of key leadership or dictatorship will be there. They decide which group members should be contributed. It is the kind of partiality whom they like. They will make them work properly. They will reward them, and there is if any kind of a grudges towards a subordinate, they make them feel go with the sufferings. Under autocratic leadership, subordinates are unhappy about the amount of a control they could exercise over the decision making process. The leader can threaten the stability of the organization. Considering the notion of the extended self interest, subordinates more likely preferring to work with the democratic leader. So that's all about the autocratic leadership. So today we discussed about the autocratic leadership, what it is. Then we studied the continuum of the leadership behavior, how it goes when the autocratic kind of leadership move toward the free reign for the subordinates. Then we had studied the advantages and disadvantages and the characteristic of the autocratic kind of leadership. So that's all for today's topic. In next lecture we will study about the democratic leadership. Thank you and have a nice day.